Hello everyone, my name is Jason Albasha. I'm a solutions engineer at Rossum, and today I'll be demoing our email functionality. So without further ado, let's get started. If you're familiar with Rossum, you'll know this is the main dashboard. Here on the left, we see our queues. Every queue has a unique email address. This is the unique email address associated with the email demo queue, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy that. For this demo, I'll be playing two personas, one as the Rossum user receiving an order, and another in my email as the customer or vendor sending the order. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over here. I'm going to paste that email address. Order number 123. Go ahead and attach an order. And over here, I'll say, please see attached order. I'll go ahead and send this off. And you want to leverage this email import functionality to get the most out of Rossum. This will help you automate a lot of your communication with your vendors or your customers and save a lot more time. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that functionality now. So if I switch back to Rossum, I'll see that an order has been received. I'll know from this envelope that the order came in through an email. If I go ahead and click it, I'll see the email thread here. This is the email that came in with the timestamp, who sent it, name of the attachment, but also see a count of attachments. So if there's more than one, I'll see a number here. I have some automation set up right now. It says your document has been successfully received once I receive an order. If I switch personas to the customer, I'll see that I've already received an email telling me that my order has been successfully received with the timestamp and the name of the document here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to Rossum. And if I'd like, I can reply to the customer here manually, say, thank you, your order is being processed. And Rossum works too well. The order was automated. Okay, let's move it back. So I moved it back here for demo purposes. The order was automatically processed. So if I pull this up, I can see that everything else was extracted properly. Here, if I look down, I can see the subject line, the timestamp, the sender, again, a count of the number of attachments, and some more automation triggered. So this was the original order that was received. This is an email that said it was received successfully. Once it was processed and automated, it says that your document's been checked and validated. And this is the manual email that I said as an example, the order is being processed. So these two were automated emails that were sent out, one when the document was received and another one when the order was validated. So like I said, I can go ahead and reply here. I can say something else like, again, thank you, your order is being processed. And if I send that off, it'll give me an option to save this as a template. So if I find that this is something I'm using a lot, I can go ahead and just save it right here instead of going to the settings to create it. Processing order, and I'll go ahead and save it. And once we go to our settings, you'll see that that has been saved as a new template. So let's go out and let's pretend that there was no purchase order on this invoice or on this order. So there was no purchase order number. I see that it's not here, and I can go ahead and reject this document. And a rejection document is a bit different than just sending a normal email because it will insert some functionality like a rejected document. There are different templates. I already have one set up that says missing PO number. If there wasn't, I could type it out and then just save it as a template. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of those. And what's nice about rejecting a document is that it automatically attaches a copy of that document. So even if we receive an email and it has 10 different documents in there, it's going to only attach the one that we're rejecting. So I'm going to go ahead and reject and send this. And so I'm going to see, I see an audit trail here. Based on the emails that I've sent. So these are all associated with this document. So you'll never lose track of what happened or where the communication may have fallen apart. So it's a great paper trail. Every document is accounted for and communication around it is all stored in one place and accessible. So I'm going to go back out. We can see here that this document has now been rejected. It's no longer in the to review. It's now in the rejected status. So I'm going to go back out. I'm going to go back to see what the customers received. So the customer received that the order has been checked. That was an automated. This was my manual. Your order has been processed. And then here's my document rejection. So it says reject the document. Again, as a customer or vendor, I can see the document that's in question. I can go ahead and take a look at it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reply to this. And I'm going to say, sorry, please see updated version attached. I'm going to go ahead and just reattach it just for this example. And I'm going to go ahead and send it in. And again, these emails are coming from Rossum. They're all automated, except the ones that I obviously sent manually like these, but we can automate those as well. So I'm going to flip back over. This was, again, the customer or vendor sending this in. I'm going to flip back over to Rossum, where a validator would be waiting here. Hopefully this doesn't get processed automatically like in the last instance, but we'll see. So we can go ahead and see that a new email has come in. If I go ahead and click that, again, I see a audit trail of what's going on with this document. So the document first was received, automatic acknowledgement of it. This was me saying, this was the automatic saying that the document is validated. This was me manually sending an email. Again, me manually sending an email as an example. This was me rejecting the document with the document attached. And then when they replied, it reassociated the reply, sorry, please see attached updated version with the thread. And then it's going to acknowledge the email again that's been successfully received. So all of this, or most of this, is happening automatically. So you never have to waste time going back and forth about details with your vendors or your customer anymore. It's handled all automatically on your end. So you can go from having a document that was missing a PO number to an automatic rejection to a document now that has a PO number and is ready to be processed by Rossum. So this was automated again, which is great because now there is a PO number here and the order has been processed. So the document, again, we'll go through this again. The document came in, automatic acknowledgement that it was validated. I went in and manually rejected it just for demo purposes. Again, the document comes back in with an updated PO, and now it's been processed automatically. So let's dig into these settings really quick and see how exactly we did this. So in our email settings, we can see that the prefix is configurable here. You can whitelist or blacklist certain emails. We automatically filter emails such as company logos or pictures that inevitably always get attached. Here we can see the email templates. This is the one we just did, that you can save as many as you'd like in the email templates. And then here we can see the rejection templates. And what's beautiful about this is you can really see that there's a count of how many times this has been used in the last 90 days. So you don't have to turn on automation right away. You can see how or when or how often the email is used, and you can come up with a, whenever you see fit, you can then edit and you can turn on automation for that specific template. It's the same with the rejection. We use this missing PO once, but if I see that I'm using it a lot, I'll go ahead and go in here. I'll turn it on. I'll say if any missing field, if any required field is missing, or if one that I select. So in this example, I would likely want to set it to purchase order number, since this is what I called it, missing PO number. And then I can even drill down a bit more and I can see how this is triggered. So for example, we had a customer who had a utility bill that was coming in and they did not have a purchase order number, but yet they still processed it because it's a utility bill. So you can put that this only triggers when it does not contain, for example, ComEd. So it'll trigger in every instance except when it contains ComEd. That's all for the email functionality. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great day.